Hey, what's happening, Hoodlum gang? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Hoodie from the Hood, aka your friend from that big old end. And right here with the big homie Trey, as y'all can tell. And we got to get into the big homie FIP, the legendary Lil Bull, what he meant to you and what was his impact on shaping who you are today.
Ready?
Yeah.
Shit. Lil Bull, that's my mentor. Cuz taught me a lot, man. He taught me a lot. My brother taught me a lot, but when Bull taught me a lot. I learned a lot from him. You know what I mean? I learned how to get money. You get money, but I learned what to do with money. You know what I mean? Hold on. Kill that. Yeah, I learned what to, you know what I mean? Yeah. Cuz kind of taught me how to conduct myself. I was a wild youngster, man, and he kind of was grooming me, showing me how to conduct myself. You know what I mean? Because he was keeping me with him a lot. And I was a hothead, and he didn't need that around him with what he was doing.
Right.
You know what I mean? He didn't need no hothead nigga around him, but it was something about me that he liked. You know what I mean? And they took me under his wing, man. And man, that brother, man, like I say, dude, he introduced me to a lot. He showed me a lot. He good dude, man. You know what I mean? First time nigga was able to bail out of jail, he bailed me out. He ain't asked me for no money and no pay, ain't no none of that. You know what I mean? It was like, cuz was like really, really there to on some big homie type of shit to teach. He saw I had potential. That's what he started saying, nigga, you little nigga, you got potential. You listen, little nigga, you know what I mean? He saw he said you got potential. And then as far as the sporting life too, see, cuz kind of groomed me to that too. You know what I mean? I always able to bust a bitch, you know what I mean? But, as far as selling a bitch, that wasn't really my thing, you know what I mean? But and I watched my nigga, you know what I mean? And he kind of showed me a little bit in regards with that, you know what I mean? He kind of showed me my early teachings on just getting money outside of robbing. You know what I mean? He kind of saw me better than that, you know what I mean? But that was my thing. You know what I mean? Putting a pistol in somebody's face. Yeah, man. And when I was doing my time, when I went away, he went away. You know what I mean? He just happened to come home before me. You know what I mean? And cuz found me. You know what I mean? He went around. He looked for me. He searched for me. He found me. And from the moment cuz found me, he instantly started looking out. Pictures, bread. You know what I mean? Who you like, nigga? I know you got a bitch. Send me her number. Here it go. You know what I mean? He giving her work. She's bringing it to me. He looking out, man, from the gate. We had plans, man. We had big plans, man. On the real, we had plans. And when I come home, you know what I mean? The shit that we were going to do. You know what I mean? The things that we wanted to do, But unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to, embark on any of it,
Right.
But, yeah.
How did you find out that he was no longer with us, and how did that affect you?
I was on a phone call. I called somebody and they told me. It affected me big time, man. It broke me down, man. I was more than just, he was more than just a homeboy. You know what I mean? He was more than a mentor. He was a brother. His brothers, Big Bull, Paul, Marvin, they all look at me like they little brother because of him. Right. He had me around him like that. His mom knew I was. I was a little homie. He had me around him like that. You know what I mean? So cuz meant a lot to me. And when I heard, man, that hurted me, man. That hurted me dearly. For reals. That hurted me a lot, man, when cuz got killed, man. That did. Man.
Shit, man. I had the pleasure of meeting the big homie maybe once or twice. I was about 14 years old. Not even 14, still 13. Then he died a couple months before my 14th birthday. Obviously, me and Bull being the homie. And I remember one time, me and my bro, I lived in the coast. We was walking I just came from Mr. D's. We going to Craigie, and I seen him in front of the motorcycle club. Big ass nigga. I'm 13. You know, I'm probably, man, I might be 115 pounds, if that. And I remember he noticed my brother. And he was like, "Hey, where's Shamar at?" And he's like, "We don't know," which we didn't know. We had just came to the set, and he was like, Tell him when you see him, I'm looking for him." But the way he said it, I'm like, "Ooh, this nigga in trouble." So I remember going to Craigie and telling Bull, like, nigga, you in trouble, nigga, when he see you. But Bull just told me maybe a couple days ago that he was supposed to go somewhere with him. And I think he ended up, you know, going to the set and just not going to go do what he was supposed to go do. So that's why he was mad at him. But yeah, man, I obviously didn't get to know him like that, but I did cross paths with him, and he did have that, what is it, that aura about himself. You know, certain people.
Everybody liked that nigga.
Yeah,
he had that type of aura.
Yeah, that's just like, damn, homie.
Yeah,
like,
he did. Yeah, women just magneted to that nigga, man.
Hey, man, hey, look, Bull, hey, baby Bull was telling me about at his funeral, the
women.
Little,
I can imagine that
he
was
like,
off the
man,
chain.
that was a scene right there.
I bet it was.
He was like, man, I knew he knew a lot of them, but he didn't know some of them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Just based on, you know, like just being around his pops, he knew what was going on. But yeah, that was funny. He would have to come on here and explain the funeral scene. It seemed like something out of you ever seen that movie?
No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Funeral?
They had 100 baby mamas up in that motherfucker.
What's that movie called with Chris Rock and Martin Lawrence and all them? Is it called The Funeral? And Tracy Morgan. It sounds like something like that.
Yeah.
So,
It does.
yeah, man. Once again, yeah, this the big homie, Trey. That was speaking on the other big homie, FIP, Lil Bull. For those of y'all who know Bully 3, y'all be asking about him. That's his pops, you know what I mean? Big Bull's his uncle. But, yeah, man, you know, that's it. Like I said, once again, we're going to tap in a little bit later. And y'all get to ask questions, and hopefully the big homie could answer some of y'all questions directly. I'm out.